Life is weird, right? There we go. It's inherently awkward. It's like going to a steakhouse and opening the menu and realizing you're a vegan. It's just inherently awkward. And I gotta tell you something. I've always been awkward my entire life, okay? I'm not, like, for those who are curious, I'm Ethiopian, hold your applause, guys. And you know, growing up, it's like, what is it to be American? What is it to be Black American? What is it to be first generation African American? And I got made fun of all the time. They were like, Simone, you Ethiopian? Y'all be eating that spongy bread, right? And then I actually also heard, you Ethiopian? Y'all brothers be starving. My first grade teacher was very unprofessional. I didn't fit in with anybody, I gotta tell you. It was just like, the black dudes were like, nah, the Ethiopians were like, you're not Ethiopian enough, and Chinese people were like, don't even look at us. And the thing is with the black identity, it's only two basic notes. You're either a nerd or a thug. You're either Carlton Banks or you're Tupac Shakur. And I'm as urban as a Rick Santorum sweater vest, okay? Let's be honest, right? So again, I'm just not on that spectrum. It's not as nuanced the identity. Like, I didn't know one day I was gonna look like Key from Key and Peele, or you laugh too hard. I did not know this. So of course, you know, 10 years ago, early 20s, my buddy Mike from Baltimore, kind of a black nerd like myself, and he comes up to me, he's like, yo, Simone, we gotta go to this Baltimore bachelor party. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I was like, nah, whatever, it's just a bachelor party. I've never been to one at that point, but he's like, come on, it's gonna be in Baltimore City. And I was like, you know what? This is gonna be an opportunity to hang out with the cool brothers, man. We're gonna be partying, it's gonna be like a rap video, it's gonna be awesome. And I was like, yeah, this is my time. I can actually be accepted by all the dudes. So we go from DC to Baltimore, and we go to Baltimore, we hear all the Baltimore wire sounds. We hear, woo, 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 shut up, that was Baltimore. Right on time. Okay, so anyway, we get to the door of this bachelor party, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be my time. It's gonna be awesome. So the door opens in this row house, and a dude opens up the door. He was naked, all right, with a camera, and this is the fall. And I'm like, that's really naked, okay? And he's like, his name is Eddie. He's the bachelor, and I'm like, well, if this guy's naked, it's gotta be a lot of nudity and crazy stuff going on inside. The dude opens up the door, he's like, all right, so hey, what's up, Mike? Who's this dude? Look like Carlton Banks. Well, it didn't help I was wearing like khaki pants. You know, I got it from the ethnic side of the Gap at the time. But anyway, so we go into this party, and it's just smoke everywhere, weed smoke, just cigar smoke. It looks like a rap video that, you know, that for those who didn't make it. It was just like a reject party. It was just, people were passed out, people were just smoking, talking, whatever. It just wasn't cool. It was just one notch above like a C-SPAN show or something. Like, and I gotta tell you, I was as awkward as like Donald Trump in a wind tunnel. I was just feeling uncomfortable. And so again, I'm just trying to make a good time out of nothing. And my buddy Mike is like, he's like my Baltimore City whisperer. He's like whispering in my ear. He's like, Simone, man, just don't let anything faze you. Whatever happens, don't let anything faze you. Act like one of those dudes have the clipboard and we're outside of a Whole Foods. Just ignore him. And so we're just walking around, and then, you know, we go downstairs. It's the mid-2000s, so of course, what's the song of the mid-2000s? We hear, to the window, to the wall, skeet, 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 very uplifting stuff. And the DJ is a 50-something-year-old guy, and that was the father of the groom. And I was like, oh, we got DJ AARP in the house. I see, this is something. And I'm like, and it just on loop, to the window, to the window. It's just like, this is crazy. But whatever, I'm not gonna be phased. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be accepted. This is gonna be a house party from the 90s. We're gonna do the dance. And then I accidentally step on someone's fresh Jordans. Better. All right. And you don't step on someone's new Jordans without something happening. Dude's like, yo, man, what are you doing, man? This is fucking fresh shit, man. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Come on, man. We cool, right? I don't even know what I was talking about. I was like, I think I've seen this in the after school or like one of these like videos or something. Didn't even make any sense. And he's like, all right, cool, we cool. And then we fucking party. I was more excited than like Hillary Clinton at a pantsuit sale. It was awesome. We're just having a good time as much, and still people are like, where are the strippers? Where are the strippers? The only person that was naked was the Bachelor himself. It was weird. It was weird. And again, it was just not as exciting exactly, but whatever. We're just making a good time out of nothing. And there's this guy, his name is Mark, kind of just sitting there angry, and someone bumps into him. And then he lifts up his shirt, and it's a handle for a knife. And I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be something. Here we go. It was like someone tried to cut him off in the line of Chipotle or something. He was pissed. And then someone bumped him one more time, and this time he got really pissed, like Bernie Sanders being told to use his inside voice in a library. He was pissed off. He was like, he pulled out, he actually had a knife. He was whipping it around. He was like, everyone, get the fuck out. I wanted to see some strippers. I didn't see shit. Everyone, get out of my, and it was his house. And we were running up the stairs, and we were getting out of there. We were just getting out of there, and as we get to the door, and it's like weird. At one point, it was almost like Three Stooges, like, whoop, 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 like running around like the tables and shit. And then we hear a knock at the door. Boom, boom, boom. Baltimore police. And we were all like, oh, shit. Now this is really going down. The door opens up. And Mark... I don't know what that was. Mark is like, he's like, what the fuck? And the cop opens the door. He's like, there's been a disturbance here. We hear there's a lot of noise going on. Is this your house? And Mark's like, yeah, what the fuck you want? And dude's like... And I was like, something's about to happen. And all of a sudden, he's like, this is a bachelor. And the cop's like, this is a bachelor party, right? And he starts doing this. And I was like, oh, shit, it's Magic Mike. And the guy starts ripping off his clothes. And he was like dancing like this, running up on. And then I looked at my friend Mike, and I was like, we got to get the hell out of here. We run out. And right when we're outside of the house, my buddy Mike is like, welcome to Baltimore City. And then we drove back to D.C. And I'm like, I don't care. What a great opportunity for me to learn. If no one respects you, or if no one accepts you, just fuck it. Who gives a shit? So I turned to my buddy Mike and I was like, yo, man, let's go to D.C. and get some of that Ethiopian spongy bread. Thank you. I'm Simone. That's my time.